welcome to my channel. I hope you are all keeping very, very well. If you're here sitting with me now, it's because you are meant to be here. You're meant to see this message that the spirit realm wants you to see. My name is Linda Williams. I am a third-generation psychic medium. I'm also a certified crystal healing practitioner, so I also work with the crystals, the beautiful crystals on this gorgeous planet of ours. And the really big one here is my protection. And I suggest that all of you always have some beautiful black tourmaline around you and in each room of your home. It's a very powerful protector, looks after your energy field. We are energy. We are an energy field. This little fellow here is my shungite. And this little fellow here is sitting right next to my computer, protecting me from the energies that come out of the computer. So if you are an empath, if you get tired when you're in a crowd, if people are always offloading all their problems onto you, it's obvious you're very gifted, and so you need to get black tourmaline. Look, you don't need big pieces like this big chunks. I have pieces, you know, all sorts of sizes. I do have large pieces around the home, but you can get a small piece and pop it in your purse. I have a small piece in my purse when I go out shopping. I wear a lot of black tourmaline when I go out, and it just protects my energy field. Now, what the spirit wants you to know today. As you know, this is all guided by my guides. So I have a beautiful lady guide here. Her name is Esmeralda. And Esmeralda has worked with me for quite some time. And she chooses 3 cards on your behalf. Okay. And what she gives me, I interpret. And I also have a beautiful guide that has also been with me for many, many years. In fact, he's my gatekeeper, so he's been with me from the time I was born. And if I need to add anything to the message, he will step in and he will tell me. He will just simply tell me things and then, you know, elaborate on what they're trying to say. Look at that. Look, this is, see how that's flying out? I feel this is meant for you. So we have 3 tarot deck cards, the right away. Oh, wow. And look what popped out. And this, these cards here, this is my private deck. So this is just the major arcana of a beautiful tarot deck that I have used for many, many years. Every morning after my meditation, I ask for my daily message. I don't ask about anything, or I don't ask anything at all. I just say, may I please have my daily message? And I shuffle and I just go into the deck, and whatever they give me is my daily message. That's a great way of connecting to your guides as well. And so why don't you do that? Find a deck that you love. You may already have a deck that you love. And every day, you know, if you meditate, it's wonderful. Even if you don't meditate, no judgment here. You may be too busy, that's fine. But connecting to your guide, connecting to those who walk with you in spirit is important. And your intuition grows, you become more enlightened and a lot more aware, which is very important. You're also your energy is much, much better when it's enlightened. So get yourself a deck, and every day just ask for 1 card. That's all you have to do. Just, may I please have my daily message today? Do that and see what spirit gives you, and just read it and it'll make sense. Now, for those of you who are watching, as I said, if you're watching me, if you're joining me now, you're meant to be here. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I am located in Australia, in Queensland, on the Sunshine Coast, up in the hinterland. So I live up in the mountains, which is very, very nice. I'm very blessed. And where are you from? Let me know where you're from, because you're somewhere out there, aren't you? And I really do get excited when I get messages from people all over the world. And so please give me a tick. Come and be one of my subscribers. Come and join me regularly and get some guidance. Let's see what we've been given, shall we? As I said, I use the Rider-Waite, and I'm an old-fashioned reader. I learned a long time ago. So I use the deck as the messages that they were taught, 50, 60, hundreds of years ago. I'm one of the traditional readers, I think. A lot of people use the deck but interpret them in their way, and there's nothing wrong with that either, for that matter. But, when I look at these cards, I see, I see the old-fashioned way of the read. And the very first one that's come up here for you, darlings, is unconditional love. It's also about memories. It's also about things coming back sometime. Maybe somebody's come back into your life from the past, maybe. It can be many things. And so I'll give you the different scenarios that we've got here. There's a cup in the background. There's a cup just sitting here. And that's why they often refer to this as being a love from the past, or love that's maybe returned from the past. But it can also be an offering, because he's offering this cup of flowers, isn't he? So it can be, and I'm being told to say to you that, maybe you're also in a situation at the moment where somebody's come back to say sorry. It's very possible that is the case as well. This is all about childhood memories. It's a positive card. It's a happy card. And I'm also being told to say to you that maybe this initial stage, there's a certain peace within. There's a certain peace within. And I'm sure you'll understand what we're trying to say to you. When it comes to carrying our burdens, a lot of us make the mistake of carrying them the wrong way. And that's obviously the story with this fellow here. This is about wands, which wands are family, but also they can be your work, what you do for a living as well. And this fellow, the biggest lesson here, if I wanted to say anything to you to help you, is that there are different ways of carrying our burdens. He's making it hard for himself. He could make it a lot easier. So are you going through something at the moment that maybe you could carry your burdens a little bit easier, just differently? That's all it takes, just carrying them a little bit differently. If he was to put that bundle down, tie it up at each end, pop it over his shoulder, what he'd be doing then is he'd be going into town. He'd be finding his way home. And so the burdens would not be as bad as he thinks. He's also looking down. He's not looking where he's going. I feel I need to say to you, are you a little bit unsure about where you're going? I feel I need to say that to you at the moment. If you are, then this is just a passing moment, is what my guide is saying to you. This is not something that is going to be there forever. This is just a burden, or maybe a problem that if you handle it differently, maybe reevaluate it and maybe handle it a little bit differently. And also I'm being told to say to you, don't be hard on yourself. He's saying, don't be hard on yourself here, okay? He's also saying, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. Now, we also have the Two of Wands. So we have quite a few wands here, don't we? This is the Two of Wands. And when we look at the Two of Wands, look at him. He's got a wand behind him on the wall here. And it's got a little metal rod holding it there. So that's secure. He's secure. And he's looking out. And he's being told that what he's doing is he's pondering what to do about the future. This, as I say, this could be family, it could also be work. I've got a feeling this is maybe your work, it's possible. But however, the thing is this, that there are, even though you're watching today, wands are family and they are also career. So it could be either and what's going on in your life. And, the very first cup was the cups. The very first card, rather, was the cups, which the cups are all about emotions, things like that. So maybe this, this card here, this Six of Cups, all this emotion here, maybe the reason why you've got these burdens that maybe you just need to reevaluate and look into. And then maybe, you know, you need to know you haven't done too badly. You haven't done too badly with what you've got. You've done pretty well. This is also about partnership. Two people, two wands, can be that too. And I feel it's also, I'm getting the word growth here. I'm feeling I need to say to you, I feel this is growth. Maybe you're working on maybe, you know, if you've got this wand that's already established, maybe you're now thinking, well, maybe we could start something else. Maybe I need to go to even plan B. That just got thrown at me. So maybe you're even thinking, well, maybe it's time for me to go to plan B and do things a little bit differently. I'm also being told that this could be a new path. This could be a whole new path for you as well. Now, I always ask for something extra. And as I said at the beginning of the video, I'm using my own private deck today, the one I use for my daily message. And I love this. I love this deck. And what you've been given here is the best card in the deck, just about. You've been given the Sun. So you see all these things that are going on around you at the moment, this you know, worrying about things, worrying about maybe the family, if it's, you know, it could be family, could be, you know, burdening you, could be work burdening you, whatever it is, you know, just you could handle it a little bit differently and it'll turn out a whole lot better. And then what is following? This is the outcome of what is going on in your life at this initial stage. You've got the Sun. The Sun is just the most wonderful, positive, futuristic story card. You know, it really is the best card to get. Anything and everything that you put your attention to now, okay, anything and everything that you're working on when it comes to either family, home, work, career, whatever it is, you're being told to have confidence. Oh, and I'm also being told to say to you now, even though this card hasn't come out, because I only work with 4 cards, my guide is showing me the Fool, taking a leap of faith. So he's showing me that card and says, well, I want you to talk about that as well. So what he's saying is this: take that leap of faith. Take that leap of faith, and everything is going to work out all right. You've got this is, you know, brilliant new ideas. Maybe you're being downloaded some new ideas. You're getting some things coming through in your head. If that's the case, then, you know, you must not be afraid to take a leap of faith, because that could be your guide, your spirit guide, talking to you and guiding you, because that's how they work. You know, they bring in things and we get these ideas, or out of the blue we can get ideas, and that is you being guided by those who your spirit companions. I feel this is a very positive reading for you, darlings, but the thing is that this fellow here, I want you to try and evaluate. Just evaluate at the moment, how are you handling things? How are you handling things? Are you finding it just a little bit too difficult, and you're not seeing things? You know, he's looking down. So sometimes we need to just look at things, look around, and really see what's really going on here. You know, what's really going on here. I feel you need to do that. This is your future, Sun. And don't forget, my guide added in, taking a leap of faith, not being afraid, not being deterred by anybody, and know that when you take that leap of faith, this will come into fruition. This beautiful Sun card will come into fruition. I hope this message has helped you. If you would like to subscribe to my channel, I'd be absolutely thrilled. I haven't been on YouTube very often, but for very long, I should say. But I've been in this industry. I was born into this industry, really, and I've been, I've been a mentor and teacher to many, many people over the years, helping them to walk a spiritual path. And so I've decided to get on YouTube, and so I'm starting to build up my subscribers, and I'm quite thrilled to see many people watching the messages that my spirit guides and I give you. So please join me. Let me know where you're from. I'd love to know where you're from, because that really thrills me to see people from all over the world. It's wonderful. If you'd like to give me a little tick, that would be good too. And so until next time, take care. And remember, there's an affirmation that's very powerful. And it goes like this: I am loved. I am worthy. I am safe. I am free. I am powerfully protected. I am the master of my body. I am the ruler of my mind. And so say that every day and start to live it. Okay, everybody, I'm looking forward to catching up with you next time. And until then, you take care, won't you? You take care. Love and light.